Here.
David Bennett.
Thank you, Mr Chair. It's very disappointing to see that the Green Party coming in here and trying to use the Reserve Bank Governor in that way. The Reserve Bank Governor has clearly said to the Green Party that their economic policy of printing money is not one to be favoured by this country going forward. In Select Committee. Now, if Mr Little was a member of the committee, he would know that, but Mr Jones is a member of the committee and he's here and he will be able to set Mr Little right. But the Labor Green policy around economics, around printing money, just won't work. And it's pretty rich for the Green Party to come into this Parliament tonight and talk about an economic policy which they believe is the right one when it's actually the last resort that any country in the world should want to undertake at this time. It's also sad for the Labor Greens government, where economic policy is being ceded from the Labor Party to the Green Party, that they talk about issues such as the high New Zealand dollar. Well, the dollar is high, but that reflects the strength of the underlying value of the New Zealand economy. And if you went out there and printed money, and if the government of the day went out there and nationalised its power industries, you probably would end up with a 40-cent dollar, because the rest of the world will look upon the economic policies of this country as being substandard and not in the best interests of the country going forward. And that is not rational economic planning. This government has made a very strong movement towards increasing the tradable sector of the New Zealand economy. And the Green member in that last speech talked about a reduction in the tradable part of the economy. The Green member needs to put the facts on the table, because I would like to see the facts from the Green Party rather than just rhetoric. Can they actually put those facts on the table to show a reduction in the tradable economy under this government? No, they can't. The Green Party can't produce the information that they use for their rhetoric. I don't know why a strong Labor Party, its history based in economic policy as well as social policy, would cede such an important part of their election planks to the Green Party. To the Green members that come into this House and spurt facts and figures that they have no basis for, that talk about things around the economic policy which the Reserve Bank Governor says are not in the interests of New Zealand to continue with, are not the policies that the New Zealand public wish to see. And that will be the demise of the opposition at the next election, those far-left economic policies that won't work. On the contrary, this party, the National Party, are delivering strong economic policies which are in the best interests of New Zealanders going forward. And there will be a strong budget delivered this week that will show that. Compare that with our neighbours across the ditch that are going to deliver a very poor economic budget tonight. And that shows what happens when you get a left-wing government running a country. The left wing do not understand the economy of this world. They do not understand how to run a domestic economy. And in the result, well, look at the result tonight. Look at the result tonight. I say to the public of New Zealand, compare the Australian budget tonight with the budget that we will present on Thursday. Compare that. And that shows what will happen if you've got economic vandalism done by the left wing against good, strong economic management by the right wing. And that is the difference that New Zealanders will see this week. And that is the difference that is out there. The political divide is quite easy to see. The Labor Party gets very upset when we talk about the deficits that their colleagues and brothers in Australia will be presenting tonight. And that's because the Labor Party understands that that is a direct reflection of what their policies would do. That's not rubbish, it's the truth, and that's what happens when you've got left-wing policies. Now, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand has a very important role in our economy, and the left-wing takes a very dim view of that. They don't see the independence of that organisation. They don't support that organisation in giving it the tools to do what it needs to do. And they're coming up with policies that just are not effective. This government is delivering the right policies for New Zealand going forward. We are delivering that infrastructural investment that New Zealand needs as well.
The question is that the report of the Finance and Expenditure Committee on the financial review of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand be noted. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. I understand the next issue which members wish to debate is the Transport and Industrial Relations Select Committee.